You are listening to On the Record with Tiffany and Kevin on 9:30 a.m. The Answer,
where we are the descendants of freedmen, giving you an unapologetic B1 Republican perspective on the world. So business, Tiffany. Let's talk a little bit about that. So I produce the show, and so I do a lot of the research, and a lot of the research involves me going online and listening to different stuff. And there is a lot of Marxist views that are out there on the left, right? And they are extremely anti-capitalist, right? And from my view, their complaints are against crony capitalism, not true capitalism, from my viewpoint, right?
And everybody has complaints against crony capitalism. It's terrible.
Yeah, and that's just part of the system that we just have to be vigilant to work out. But the one part of that...
We have to be vigilant to drum out.
Yeah, the drum
crony
out.
Capitalism.
And what did I say? I don't know. It was wrong.
You said work.
Work
no,
out.
I'm just clarifying.
Yeah, okay.
That's all.
The one thing that I just can't get with, right, is from each according to his ability to each according to his need. That statement I'm like, how does that work, right?
Because what if you're a lazy butt and you have a whole bunch of needs and you're just sitting on your porch, but I'm out there just working and hustling, and you're going to take from me to give to lazy butt?
Yeah, and most B1s, I would say 99% of B1s they're not against capitalism. They're just simply not. Now, they do want the opportunities.
They're pro-capitalism.
They're pro-capitalism. And I'm pro-capitalism, and I'm an entrepreneur, right? And I know the hours that I put in. And it may be similar to hours to people who are not entrepreneurs. But that just doesn't seem fair to me or anyone else that I talk to, that you take from someone, right? We're all willing to give and help people and help family members and help non-family members as when it's presented to me as a choice. But to operate under that system of from each according to his ability and to each according to his needs, I just have never...
Who's determining ability?
Exactly. And it's never worked out. Like you can
who's determining need?
Yeah.
We've seen this same Marxist idea executed in Russia. And we saw how that worked out. Didn't work out very well.
And don't give me, Russia didn't apply it right. They did blah, blah. Nope. But yeah, that at the end of the day, right, Black people are capitalists.
At the end of the day, all of these people that are making this argument need to remember, I think we had this conversation before. It's like that book where there's a machine that makes everything run, and people get so used to the convenience of how things run and just the effortlessness of how things run that they forget about the machine. They forget, this is how everything works. This is how I'm able to dissent and make the comments that I'm able to make and go home and go to bed and be okay, and not have and not disappear in the middle of the night. Because I'm in the wrong political system. This is how I'm able to go and work at a good job and not have to worry about health insurance or how I'm going to eat next if I lose that job, right? Because I'm working and living in a capitalistic society, and they've put things in place that can assist me.
Yeah. And just as an entrepreneur,
I have free education.
Yeah. And as an entrepreneur, right, the other thing when I hear people talk about, hey, we just need to have people with good jobs. I'm like, who's going to provide those good jobs? Who's going to provide those good jobs at the particular rates that you're talking about? And then, just understanding economics, once you get those good jobs at that particular rate, that you're talking about, then other things are going to increase as well. Right. And I'm not saying that in our current form of capitalism and the crony capitalism that seeps in, right, that there shouldn't be adjustments and changes. I'm not against that. But I am against this idea from each according to his ability, to each according to his need, right? And that just doesn't sit well with me. And I can tell you, just as a person who grew up as a poor kid, who saw his father work 2.5 jobs, and I know there are people who say, well, he shouldn't have had to work 2.5 jobs, right? But he did, right? And there was a sense of pride that came with that. And then also understanding the system, right, that we're in, that there has to be a savings. We've got to save money back, right? Sometimes there's just a whole process of things that that need to be involved and people need to be educated on, that I think, not that I think, that I know that the leftists miss. Right. And that is the part. There are several things that people that Black people, especially B1s, right, who are coming at this from a Black first perspective, right? It's almost unsaid that we just don't get down with the Marxist part of it, right? Is that they don't recognize the entrepreneurial spirit and Black people. And it's like, I feel like I was reading this one thing, and I'm saying it's all convoluted, but here's the example. I was reading this one article there where the Black, it's a B1 site, and the Black person says, so let me get this right. Black people get to participate in capitalism now, and now these liberal white people are coming and telling me it's bad? Really? Really? Right? And so that's the perspective I have. It works. It works. It brings people out of poverty. Does it have problems? Yeah, the system has problems when we let crony capitalism seep in and we don't put it in check, right? But it works overall. And I don't see a lot of Black people against that. I do see Black people upset about being impacted by having their ancestors, the freedmen, cut out of the system, hampered and hindered from participating in the system freely. Right? That's what I see. Any comments on that, Ben?
I'm listening to what you're saying. My thoughts is that capitalism doesn't bring people out of poverty. People bring people out of poverty. And us being able to participate in this capitalistic society, we see Black businesses who are underfunded, overperforming, people achieving left and right. We see it. You and I can name off 20 businesses right now that are doing so. Okay, so to come up to us now and tell us and try to gaslight us and say, oh, you don't need to be a part of the capitalistic society. You better get out of my face with this. That's what I think. I think that what we should be doing is shoring up this next set of young Black business people and paving the way with candidates and political offices that are moving business down the road for us and opening the roads for us, evening the playing field. Nobody's asking for a handout. There's not a single Black person out there asking you to give them something that they shouldn't have.
Yeah, and then
we're asking for fairness.
And on that part there, I believe that Black entrepreneurs are able to come back into the community and help in the things that they know are there and that they see are there from their perspective. And so that's what we have there. And you've been listening to On the Record with Kevin and Tiffany on 9:30 a.m., where we are giving a B1 radical Republican perspective, that we are unapologetic about it. And we are unapologetic about asking more B1s to come in and participate in the Republican Party and vote in the Republican Party, especially in the primaries there.